Hey, welcome back. So, today we're going to tackle something that, let's be honest, shows up everywhere: the math of money. My goal here is super simple: to help you build some real, rock solid confidence with all those day to day money calculations. All right, let's just dive right in. For a lot of us, trying to figure out percentages, taxes, and discounts in the middle of a store, it can feel a little intimidating, right? But it really, really doesn't have to be. I mean, have you ever seen a big 25% off sign and instead of feeling excited, you just get this flash of panic? Your brain just kind of freezes up trying to figure out what that actually means for your wallet. Trust me, it's a super common feeling. Well, you're definitely not alone, and in the next few minutes, we're going to turn that little moment of uncertainty into a feeling of total confidence. Let's do this. So, what's the secret to cracking all this stuff? Discounts, tips, taxes, the whole shebang. It actually all comes down to understanding one simple but really powerful tool: the percent. Let's just break that down for a second. The word percent literally just means per 100. That's it. So when we say something like 25%, all we're really saying is 25 parts out of 100. It's just another way to talk about a fraction or a decimal. So look at it this way: 25 over 100, 0.25, 25%. They're all just different outfits for the exact same number. They mean the same thing, you can swap them out anytime, and once you really get that, I promise, everything else just kind of clicks into place. All right, enough with the theory. Let's see how this actually works out in the real world. We're going to apply this newfound knowledge to the big three you bump into all the time: discounts, tips, and taxes. First up, let's go shopping. Imagine this. You find an item that costs exactly $100, and hey, it's 25% off. So what's the final price going to be? Okay, it's just a simple two-step dance. Step one, we got to figure out what the discount amount actually is. We need to find 25% of that original $100. And since percent means out of 100, this one's pretty easy, right? 25% of $100 is exactly $25. That's the real money you're saving. Okay, on to step two. Now, because this is a discount, we're saving money, we just subtract that $25 from the original price of $100. And that leaves us with a final price of $75. See? When you break it down like that, it's not so scary at all. And really, this brings us to the key difference, the golden rule of this whole thing. For discounts, you always subtract. For stuff like taxes and tips, you add. That's pretty much it. Discounts take away, taxes and tips add on. Okay, so you've totally got the hang of the basics. You're ready to level up. Let's try a problem that combines both skills: a discount and a tax. All right, here's the ultimate test. You've got a $200 item, and it's 40% off, which is awesome, but you also have to pay a 5% sales tax on top of that. So what's the real final price? Let's walk through it together. So this table makes it super clear. We start at $200. First things first, we apply that 40% discount. 40% of $200 is $80. So we subtract that, which brings our price down to $120. Now, and this is the important part, we add the tax to that new discounted price. 5% of $120 is $6. So we add that on and we get our final price. And there you have it. The final price is $126. Just like that, you solved a two-step money problem. You totally nailed it. And that feeling of confidence, that's what this is all about. Okay, so being confident with the how is great, but it also opens the door for us to think about the why. Because, this isn't just about numbers. It's about getting a handle on what we do with our money and what that says about us. I mean, knowing this math isn't just about saving a few bucks here and there. It's about being a wise manager of your own resources. It empowers you to make intentional, thoughtful decisions with your money. And this actually brings us to a really powerful idea, a piece of wisdom from our source material. The quote says, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Basically, it suggests that the way we spend our money, our treasure, is a direct reflection of what we actually care about, of where our heart truly is. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. If your money tells a story about what you truly value, what story is yours telling? Thanks for joining me on this one.